Awesome. Amazing. Let's open this up for you. All right. Welcome to Opulent Health and Wellness Thursday night event. I'm Jana. I'm super excited because we've got two amazing girls launching their business tonight. So we've got Chelsea and Vanessa. And if you're here to support them or to see what they're up to, thank you so much for hopping on tonight on our little Zoom event. This is an amazing program and opportunity, and we're pretty excited to launch these girls and to share what's been going on with them and what's going on with sort of all of us. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the product and the company. Then we're going to listen to both Vanessa and Chelsea and a couple of other product shares and talk a little bit about business and then that's about it. But it's literally just a bunch of amazing women and gentlemen, I should say, because I can see one's on tonight as well, sharing our amazing journeys with this product program and opportunity. So I'm going to jump straight into it. So if you haven't heard of it before, our business is linked up with an amazing product called Juice Plus. Juice Plus's founder and owner has owned his business for over 45 years, and Juice Plus itself for just over 25 years. So it's not a fad. It is something that has been around for 45 years and is 25 years, and has got proven results, benefits, and over 33 peer support studies on it. So Juice Plus is based around whole foods and I guess creating that healthy craveability and diet in your family. So the original product that it first came out with was our whole food capsules. So at the beginning, they just came out with the fruit and vegetables, and later on joined with the berries. So literally when you get these into your system on a day-to-day basis, you're looking at an extra variety of fruits, 27 fruits, vegetables and berries into your system each and every day. I don't know about you guys, but I know that I have a set fruit and vegetable order that I get every week, and it's quite boring. Occasionally I will change it up a bit. But there's no way that I could do that on a day-to-day basis. I'm, very much into whole foods, but not every day is perfect. I'm a mama of two little boys, one 4 and one 2, and their ever-changing preferences and likes and dislikes are pretty hard to keep up with. So with our whole food capsules, they are literally whole foods. There's no synthetic, no artificial ingredients in them. And our farms that produce our fruit and vegetables are non-GMO, and they are vigorously tested for herbicides and pesticides. So when our fruit and vegetables for our product are picked, they're within an hour of our factories. So they're literally picked from their harvest, their prime ripening, so the opposite to what we buy in the supermarket. They're taken into our factories where they are washed. Then they are juiced and all the liquid and sugar is removed, and then they're slowly dried into our powders, which are then capsulated into our vegan vegetarian capsules. It's done at this slow pace to keep all those phytonutrients, live enzymes and micronutrition all intact. So then when we swallow it and, have it with our water, it's literally in our bloodstream within 3 minutes. So all those live enzymes and phytonutrients into our bloodstream going exactly where they need to be going. And I'm saying that specifically because when we take any other multivitamins or supplements that are out there, they're full of so many artificial and synthetic ingredients that the body doesn't recognise them. So I don't know, especially the mamas that are on here, I'm sure we've all been on a multivitamin of some sort, especially when we're pregnant. And you would have seen that disco wee, that fluorescent green, orange, I guess, disco wee. And that's literally your body discreting what it doesn't recognise. So with Juice Plus, it literally is fruit and vegetables. Your body understands it, recognises it, and sends it where it needs to go, which is amazing. And it's obviously you're wasting a lot of money with a lot of those products that are out there, whereas this is literally just whole foods. What also is amazing with Juice Plus is our label. So just for instance, I've got the fruit capsules here, and on the food label, I can read every ingredient that's in there. There's apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry, and date. You know, I still have my apple, my banana, maybe some grapes, maybe some berries with my cereal in the morning. But, you know, there's another fruits that I'm getting into my body every day, and I know exactly that's what's in my capsule that I'm having here. Another thing about our labels on our capsules is there's no warnings. This product is perfectly safe for the whole family to take, whether you're breastfeeding, whether you're pregnant, whether you're child or your parent or aged. We do have the chews for the kids, which I'll go into. But literally, yeah, there's no warning on there. So that's another amazing thing that Juice Plus is good with, I guess, compared to the other products that you can get in the Coles and your chemists and so forth. So like I said, also Juice Plus has had so many peer support studies done on them, so that you can't pay to have these your studies popped into these peer grading systems. And they're here in Australia, we're really fortunate enough that we get to be part of one currently at the moment, which is our children's Eat Free study, or Health and Eat Free study. And when we buy our product, whether it be the fruit and vegetable or the trio of the capsules, we get to sponsor a child for free as well. So you're literally getting 2 for the price of 1. And the kids can either have the capsules depending on their age, or they can have these yummy chews. And these are literally the same as the fruit and vegetables, but they're in a chew form, and they're joined together with tapioca. So they're really yummy, and they've still got a little bit of the natural sugar from the fruit and vegetables, but nothing in comparison to what I was giving my children beforehand. I think they had a dinosaur on the front. I'm not sure what brand they were, but the sugar levels compared to the ones that I'm giving them now were just through the roof. These are amazing in that, again, they're all whole foods, and the craveability that they're creating in our children has been one of the biggest things they've noticed in the study. So like I said, I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And for me, I had a lot of respiratory problems with them at a young age. Sorry, and so I've been on the product now for 12 months, me and the whole family. And I think 4 months into it is when I really started noticing the big changes. So for me, Jacob suffered from croup from a very early age, and that's early or young, I guess, baby asthma. So 4 months into the product, where normally a single little cold or a sniffle from childcare would turn into that respiratory problem and that horrible hoarse cough, and I'd end up in either hospital or GP with preventative asthma pump, inhaler, asthma pump and steroid medication. We now have had nothing. We've not even a runny nose now for about 6 months. So huge changes for our family, and a huge burden and stress taken away from me and Luke, because that was a huge scare each time that Jacob would get that. And I guess another thing is, what 4-year-old and 2-year-old are going to constantly, each and every day, eat, carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, beet, tomato, parsley, spinach. Every day they're getting those in these. So like I said, not every day is perfect, but if I know that these guys are getting these into their little bodies each and every day, I'm feeling a lot better knowing that that's covered. So there are chews, and when we talk about the chews and I guess our capsules, we're talking about micronutrition. So that's the oil in the engine. That keeps everything oiled and ticking over correctly and doing what it needs to do. But I guess in that engine, we also need to fuel it. So that's where our other product comes into play. And this is our complete powders. So they come in 2 yummy flavours, French vanilla and chocolate. And this is our macronutrition. So again, this is all fuel. This is like complex carbohydrates, super protein, and fibre. So you're looking, again, if you were to have the 2 of both the capsules and your powders, you're looking at a variety of over 30 plant-based fruit, vegetables and berries every day going into your body. Which is truly amazing. And these are like these superfoods. So you're looking at kale, you're looking at quinoa, pea protein, chickpea, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, and vitamin D. I mean, Melbourne is finally putting on the sun for us for a little while now, but you get vitamin D in 2 places, one being the sun and the other being mushroom. So there's mushroom powder in there as well, which is great. our products are about bridging the gap and are based around a whole foods. We're not a diet, we're not a replacement. We're just an add to your already busy, crazy lives to create that craveability and change in your family that you need. With these powders, if you add the right things to them, as much as they're not a meal replacement in any shape or form, but if you add the right things to them, being oats, berries, and then your soy milks or your oatmeal milks and so forth, you can easily be a breakfast replacement or a sweet craving covered by the afternoon. So I know, again, for me, once my little ones stopped breastfeeding, I struggled to get dairy into them. So having my smoothie each morning, I've got the kids fighting over who's going to have the other half of the shake. So I do end up making two quantities every morning. But again, they're super yummy, and you can do all sorts of things. We've got some amazing recipes that go with these. And that's where we're really lucky in the team that we have come under and what we've been shown and teach, I guess, in our little short stint that we've been in the business. But we come under an amazing program called the Juicy Body Transformation. This is free for all of our customers for life. So whether you come in for 4 to 8 months, whether you come in for life, you get to be a part of this Juicy Body Transformation, which is all online for our customers, but we can print out the manuals too for you at some stage. But literally, this has been put together by an amazing lady called Kira Westwick, along with some amazing PTs, nutritionists, with a whole group of people to help build this. And it's got an amazing detox in it, a cleanse, hundreds of recipes, and it's forever growing. So they're always building it up more and more and more. And these are full of recipes that are family friendly, easy to make, and everybody literally loves them. They're the things that you're normally craving for, but they're just the healthy version. So again, all whole foods, super fun to make, and it's amazing watching people change their, just their way of thinking, get away from the stuff that's already pre-made in jars and in tubs and things like that from your supermarket and get back to nature, I guess. And here at the moment, we're on our second run of our 8-week shred, which gave us some amazing results, which we'll hear about in just a moment also. So this is, sublined from the JBT, and it's 8 weeks, and it's getting huge results with weight loss. So again, we're helping meal planning here. You're on the product. We're giving you, helping you out with daily exercises, motivating. You've got a support group. You've got the detox. You've got the cleanse. And everything's just there to support and help you. So amazing results with that, and we're just loving how we're all feeling on it, and that's why we love to share about it. So I might just quickly grab a couple of shares on the product, and I know actually Steph's online and she's just done the 8-week shred, so I'd love it if Steph would share her results, because she had some really amazing results. Steph, if you're right, hun, can you just take yourself off mute and just we'd love to hear your results.
No worries, I can do that. Can you all hear me okay? Is it working? Yeah, cool, awesome. So I just did the 8-week shred. My husband and I actually did it together, which was great because we were able to motivate each other and really keep each other accountable, which I think is one of the really great things with this program. But over the 8 weeks, I managed to lose 5.5 kilos and 21.5 centimeters off my entire body, which was just amazing. I'd been doing the program since February, just the JBT program, and by really focusing and doing the 8-week challenge, I pretty much matched what I had lost between February and October. I then lost that again in that 8-week challenge, which was just amazing. And it was really just came down to the food. The program is amazing. The food is delicious. You don't feel like you're dieting because you're actually eating. You're not starving yourself. You're not depriving yourself. You still get to have those treats. There's an amazing salted caramel slice in there, which is to die for. So even if you need that chocolate hit, you don't need the guilt, because the food is amazing and the results are there. So I was wrapped with doing the 8 weeks, and I encourage everyone to do it because it's just awesome.
Thanks, Steph. Was there anything else you wanted to share with your product?
Just on the kids, I guess. So I originally got onto the product for energy for myself, and the weight loss was an added bonus at the end by doing the program. But also for the kids' products. I've got a really fussy 4-year-old who eats fruit, bread. He'll have no vegetables, no meat. We actually got him to eat fish tonight, so that was pretty exciting for the first time. But for him to be getting 17 different fruits and veggies each day through those chews, that he gets up every day and asks me to have his lollies, so I know he's getting that intake each day. That's a really big relief for me to know that he's getting something. And the biggest result we've had for him is actually his eczema that's cleared up. So every winter he would break out in eczema. But since he's been on his chews this winter, we made it through. No eczema, no dry skin, nothing, which was just fantastic for him. So that's been really great as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Steph. Honestly, you know, the results are different for everybody. So that was obviously just amazing what Steph got out of the JBT. And we saw that in quite a few of our customers. And actually one of our customers got sort of a runner-up prize in the 8-week shake. So actually a prize, a $4,000 kitty of prizes that you can actually go on the draw for. So not only are you winning with your health, but you also could be winning with your pocket as well. Who else have I got on here that might be able to share there? We actually might just go straight actually to Vanessa, who's launching her business tonight, and she's been on the product for a little bit too, so she can share about the product, how she came about it, and what results she's getting so far. Vanessa, do you want to take yourself off mute? And congratulations on launching your business. It's very exciting. So like I said, how did you come across the product, and what sort of results are you getting?
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So back in probably about July, August, I saw Lindsay, talking about this product, and I was actually on the hunt at the time for something. I'd not long said to hubby, look, I think we need to look for a vitamin for myself and for the kids, because I'm so sick of feeling tired and us passing on, germs onto each other. The kids would come home from daycare, and my 3-year-old would pass her little bug on to the 18-month-old, and then it'd come on to me. And my husband works away a lot, so I don't have time or energy to deal with sickness, and I was just fed up with it. And I inquired into, what are these things you're talking about, Linz? And, she told me about it, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I signed myself up and tried the capsules along with the shakes, and that was back in August last year, and I had Zoe go on the trial as well. And from that, I was obviously looking for us to, remain healthy, and I was just sick of being tired. So from that, after being on them for a little while, I just noticed I was so much more energized. I had so much more energy to be able to get out there, do more workouts. By the end of the day, I was still able to keep going. Often I'd just be like, all right, I've got to sit on the couch. I'm just had enough. But, 8-9 o'clock comes and I'm still awake and I'm still doing things. I've slept a lot better since taking them, and I can deal with a lot more stress and anxiety. I'm a lot more patient. And I've also started on the detox through the JBT, and then transition onto the lifestyle side of it. And I've dropped 2 dress sizes since then as well. So feeling a lot better in myself in that respect. My skin has never been clearer. I've always suffered from acne and lots of little bumps, I guess almost scars from horrible acne as a teenager. And now it's nice and smooth, and I feel good about myself. And my nails as well, they're nice and strong. And so that's sort of my side of things. I'm just starting to see, I think because I am nourishing my body, I'm starting to see really nice results that I haven't had that for a long time. As for the girls, well, one of the other reasons why I wanted to see about the chews, see how they'd go, was because Zoe, a bit like Stephanie's little boy, just doesn't eat fruits and vegetables. She just tells us, I'm not eating that salad, or I don't want vegetables, take them out. Tonight we served a beautiful stir fry actually it was a JBT one of the JBT ones, and it had a lot of chickpeas, it had pumpkin and some veggies in there, and she just refused to eat it. It was served with pasta, and she just said, no, I just want pasta. So that's what she ate for dinner. But at least we know that we're still giving her chews, and she's still getting the nutrients that she needs to grow and remain healthy. So I should add, I had our youngest one start childcare in October, and I thought, oh, you know, here we go. I'm going back to work part-time. She's starting childcare. We're going to end up sick. And she didn't come home at all, apart from one sniffly little nose. And she's remained healthy since. You know, she hasn't had any sickness. But we did run out of chews because she was eating into Zoe's stash. And for 2 weeks there, we didn't have any chews, and I was waiting for our next order. And my God, I just couldn't hang out for that next order because somehow Zoe brought something home, a vomiting bug, and both her and I were vomiting for a few days there. And I was just like, that's it. They have to be doing something, and got back on them, and we've been pretty healthy since. So, you know, so from that we've had, you know, stronger immune systems, and we're able to enjoy things a lot more because of that.
Well, wonderful, Vanessa. And obviously the business, you've just recently decided to take on the business. Can you tell us what sort of made you decide that, and what are you looking forward to in the business?
So I think the biggest thing I guess appeals to me is just being able to share such an awesome product and program for everyone. I have so many friends and family in my life that I can see this actually helping them. I don't know how, you know, exactly, because obviously, as you say, you don't know what it's going to do for different people because everyone has different results. But if I'm getting, and the children are getting this kind of benefit from taking them, you know, what can it do for others? And I'm just excited to see how that can change other people's lives and improve their health and lifestyle as well.
Awesome. Thank you. That's amazing. Well done. And I do say it over and over again, but, you know, every individual's got their own results, and it's different. It's just a catalyst for change, whether it starts in your household, and then, you know, Vanessa's chosen to like start sharing that outside of our house now, which is amazing. So I know we've got one other excited little thing. Where is she, Charles? When you're ready, take yourself off mute, and we'd love to hear what got you interested in the product and the business, and take it away when you're ready.
Thanks, Jana. Hi, everyone, and I just want to thank my family and friends for being here and launching with me today. I heard about JBT probably a few months before I actually became a part of the team as a customer and obviously a business through Catherine. I saw her journey for quite a number of months, and it kept me interested along the way. I had a baby 8.5 months ago and have put on a significant amount of weight. My healthy choices seem to have been taken over by unhealthy choices, which obviously got me sick a lot. I was very tired. I'm a full-time working mum with a partner who's not around very often as he's a farmer. So I do a lot by myself. I've got family away. I can't afford to be sick. I can't afford not to have energy. And seeing Catherine's journey inspired me to give something a go that's going to benefit me positively. I had a lot of people trying to get me into other things, programs where it's a lot about detoxing and shake replacements for 3 meals a day. And I didn't want to starve myself. I love food too much to do that. So this really influenced me to make better choices. The forums, so positive with the clean eating recipes, the motivation. I've noticed with the capsules, I've been taking them now for 2 or 3 weeks. And just the extra energy I've got is amazing. I used to come home, I'd finish work at 4. It was my ritual to sit on the couch from 4:30 till 5, exhausted. Maddie just crawling around. That was my time to try and relax, and I didn't really give her much attention because I was just knackered from a day of work. And since taking the capsules, I get home, I take Maddie for a walk, I get a couple of girls together, we go for a half an hour a day. My energy levels have just really improve throughout the day. I've got so much more in me to do with her as well, which is what I really wanted to gain from this experience. And it's actually exceeded my expectations. I went in with a lot of questions, as Catherine knows. Not skeptic, but, you know, I just like to do my research. And I thought, you know, why not? It's a plan. It can only obviously benefit me positively. And if it doesn't affect me in the way that I was hoping, then, you know, I could just stop and it's no love lost. But it's actually really helped me in more ways than I thought it would, which is why obviously it's got me to want to be a part of the team. If I can influence family and friends positively with how JBT has helped me over the last 3 weeks, I'd love to share that with friends and family and hopefully get them on a better track and hopefully help them with their energy levels, nourishing their bodies with, you know, whole foods, fruits and veg that I didn't even know existed on the market. I'm now feeding into my body. Weight loss is just a benefit that'll come with it over time. I feel less bloated. I feel like I've got more time, 9 o'clock at night, sometimes after Maddie's gone to bed. I have energy just to do a quick 15-minute workout routine that JBT's motivated me to do, that they've posted that day. So yeah, I just was in a rut, and this is really just the kickstart of obviously what should be a great year for me, and I'm really excited to just share it with everyone.
Wonderful. And it's not should be, it is going to be an amazing year.
That's right.
Yeah. And again, with the product, you know, we all get into that frame of mind. I saw this on one of our forums, one of our training sessions the other night. You know, if I was to say to you, do you know what it is you're eating? And most of you can probably say yes, but you also know what you should be eating, right? So where's that gap in the middle? This is where the gap is, in the middle. And, you know, Luke, my husband, he has that gap like this. And he's literally why I got into this business. My husband literally only eats meat and potato. And I needed something to, I was looking at all sorts of supplements and different vitamins at the time, and I needed something for him. And I hadn't even considered myself at the time. So I was doing all that research like Chelsea was talking about, and I was just like her, had hundreds of questions that needed to be answered. And because I've owned traditional business before, and I've, you know, and I've worked, you know, since, you know, off and on since I was legal age to do so, between studying and so forth. But yep, the product made sense. It ticked all the boxes. So I thought, you know, it's not amazing. Why not do the business as well? See if I can at least save a little bit of money for a holiday. And I guess then when you talk about product as well, you know, when it comes to your meals a day, what do you think is the suggested how many meal requirements, you know, you should actually be eating a day? How many of you on here tonight are just, you know, getting through 2? Our days are so busy that how often do you get to sit down to your 3 to 5 meals a day? Again, there's another big gap. So you're either having 2 or you're just grazing all day long, and you have this another gap. So that's where the complete shakes can help with that and help you, you know, build up to those meals. And then I guess with the business, there's another gap, and that's what these girls have chosen to, you know, to bring that on and to fill that as well. So we're going to switch it up a little bit, and Lindsay's just going to talk a little bit about the business and some of that skepticism, I guess, and how the business grows. So when you're ready, Linz, take it away.
Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So thanks heaps, Jana, and massive congratulations to Chelsea and Ness for launching tonight. Very exciting and awesome turnout. So yeah, congratulations on that. So I'll just share really quickly my product story. I think my whole family of 4.5, because I'm 19 weeks pregnant, are all on the products, and I stumbled across it because of Jana was speaking on about how amazing she felt, and I just got that fear of missing out and needed to try it. So I gave it a go. I got the whole family on it. I thought, why not? Who couldn't use more fruit and veg? And so we gave it a go. What's really cool, and what I really love about our story and our family, is that all 4 of us have had completely different results, and it just really shows how the product works specifically for each person. So just to quickly go over it, my daughter, she's 18 months, and at the moment she's only on the shakes, but we've got chews arriving. I got a message from the post office today. They're arriving tomorrow, so we'll see how she goes with that. She only got 12 teeth, so it could be interesting. But she suffers from eczema. And even just with the shakes, her eczema, reduced dramatically. And I just noticed, just because I haven't even been paying it as much attention as I usually have, that it is actually now completely gone from her shoulder, which is her worst spot. So that's really exciting for her, or for me, I should say. My son is 13. He's in year 9 this year in high school. The girls are starting to get interested in him and paying him a bit of attention. And last year when he started on the product, when we all started back in February, March, he actually had 30 plus warts on both of his hands. And I think it was by June or July last year, he was down to 1 wart. And, we had no idea that he was going to have that result. But for a 13-year-old boy in high school, wanting to hold his girlfriend's hand, that's, really super exciting for him. And he still has that 1 wart, but it was his most troublesome one. And it is certainly on the mend. So that's really, really cool for him. He also struggles with his weight. He has, I guess, a bit of poor choices when he's not around people, making sure he eats correctly, like at school. And I was actually getting quite concerned about his inner health, which was another reason for getting him on the product. And this year we did a whole health and wellness check with him at the doctor a few weeks ago, and he got all his bloods done. He got his cholesterol, got his sugars, his thyroid, checked out for risk of diabetes, his heart, blood pressure, and all that sort of stuff. And yes, he's in the overweight section for his age group and his height. But what was really cool, and I was so stoked, is that his inner health is a-okay, is spot on. And even his carbohydrates, the doctor said that he has more of the good carbohydrates. So that's just, so great to hear as a parent, that although he might be struggling with his weight right now, it's at that point that it's reversible, because his inner health is still okay. And I'm sure that is because we've added this to his diet. So, I'm really, really blessed for that. My husband, he's almost pushing 40 now, and he loves his hockey. Terrible knee pain, and from playing hockey since he was about 6, and actually thought he was going to have to retire from hockey. No longer has any knee pain unless he does a recent comp like he did for 2 weeks and play 3 games a day, but no knee pain like he used to get, which is super cool. And me, I'm actually, as I mentioned, 19 weeks pregnant. When I was 6 weeks pregnant, I got diagnosed with an underactive thyroid. I had no idea what that entailed, but really, really stoked to hear that there was a reason for why I felt so damn tired all the time. It wasn't the baby. But what was really cool is once we got my levels right and I kept my shakes and my caps up, it helped me get through that stage of that extreme fatigue that an underactive thyroid can do. It was safe for me to take with the underactive thyroid and that medication. It was safe for me to take pregnant. And I think that goes to speak a long way for what the product really is, because I can take it as a pregnant woman, and I can take it when I breastfeed my baby when she's born in June this year, probably May, because I always go early. But I've had a range of other things, but I think that's probably my most favourite, because it really speaks volume for how quality the product is if a pregnant woman can take it and feed it to her babies, I think. So let me just jump into a little bit about the business. And as Jana said, yes, skepticism, yep, got it, it's huge when people first find out about the business, because it's the fear of the unknown. And both Jana and I, when we first found out about it, unfortunately Jana heard it from me, asked a billion trillion questions until we were happy and satisfied with it. And I encourage all of you guys to do that as well. You'd be crazy not to, right? But what I really love about our business, and a lot of people say, oh my gosh, it's one of those pyramid schemes, only the people at the top get paid, you get nothing, you work, and the people at the top only get the money. But what you'll notice is in most businesses, let's go with Woolies, or if you're in Melbourne, Safeway, all the people who are on the front counter, or they're in the, in the deli, or they're packing the shelves, or they're collecting the freight from the trucks out the back. They're all down the bottom here, right? They come in at the bottom. They probably work the hardest. They have the crappy shifts, the lowest pay, and the poorest conditions. Now, if you work really hard and you're brown nose enough, you might get up to a section supervisor. You might end up being a section manager. You might end up being a store manager, an area manager. You're probably not going to get much further than that, to be honest. But, it might be a state manager. But up here at the CEO position, at the pinnacle position of a job, not many people will get there from the bottom, right? But we all know that. Who's going to get up there from there? Not very many people. I'm sure it happens, but not often. Most CEOs are brought in, one from overseas and two from other companies that they've already been a CEO from. What's really cool about our business, and I'm going to do this the right way this time because normally I rub it out and have to do it all over again. Ours is flipped over. It's as simple as that. We all come in here as what we call a virtual franchise. Don't worry about what that means. We all come in at the same part. We all have the same skills, the same books, the same lessons, the same training, the same qualifications, whether you're a doctor or you're a stay-at-home mum, doesn't matter. We all start here. What's really cool about it is we all have the same opportunity and the same ability to climb the ladder to what we call an NMD, which is our pinnacle position called a National Marketing Director. Every one of us can get up here. There is nothing stopping any of us from getting up here. Now, you're probably thinking, how on earth am I going to become a CEO of my own business? Surely that is not possible. Well, let me tell you, all it is sharing. Just like Ness and Chelsea are on tonight, and they've called some of you on here to come and check it out. I've even got a few of my friends on here. Thank you very much for popping in today. And that's all it is. Find some people who you love and care about, who you want to love on, you want to share the product, you want to share the business, you want to change and improve their lives, and tell them all about it. Now you're thinking probably, I need to find a billion trillion people, and how on earth would I know a billion trillion people? Let's think about ANZ Stadium. Does everyone know ANZ Stadium? It's a big footy stadium. It was used for the Olympics in Sydney. Think of the MCG, if that makes more sense, or the Gabba in Queensland, if that makes more sense. Now, you're sitting in this pretty little chair here, right? I'm pretty sure you can talk to the people in this chair. You can talk to the people behind you in this chair. You can talk to the people in that chair, and you can talk to the people in that chair. Now, all you need to do is teach all those people to do the same thing. Can they talk to these people? And can these people talk to these people? How about these guys over here? Can they talk to these people? And you do the same thing, and eventually you're going to fill that 80,000 stadium, ANZ, I'm pretty sure they're 80,000, just because you shared it with 4 people and you've taught them to do the same thing. Those 4 people do the same thing. And if you visualize it like that, and you realize that all it is a matter of sharing the product, loving the product, and teaching other people to do the same, you'll soon realize that you don't actually need to know a billion trillion people. You just need to find a few people who want to find better health and wealth, and that they want to share it with others too. And it is honestly that simple. Before I hand it back to Jana, I just want to share with you guys quickly why I got into the business. And I heard it put really, really well today, and it just resonated so well with me that I want to share it with you guys today. It's basically a vision of why we're sort of doing this. And I think it just explains it perfectly, specifically for what we're here for. So for me, the reason why I'm in is not only for myself, but for the people in my life, is I believe that mums and dads should have a choice of doing mum care instead of daycare. I believe that parents should have the choice to prioritize their own family's goals instead of their employer's goals. I envisage a world where parents never miss a special occasion because they're being paid by someone else's dreams. And I'm passionate about teaching people how to use their own social media profiles to create financial and time freedom by inspiring healthy living. And I just loved that. And I had to share that with you guys tonight because I think that's exactly what we're all about here. So I'll hand it back to you, Jana. Thanks for letting me share.
Very proud mama moment at the moment. And you know what, me and for anyone that doesn't know, me and Lindsay are actually best friends, known each other since we were little girls, and this business has actually brought us back together, which is amazing, giving us that extra finance, giving us these Zoom events, so we're very, very lucky to have that. And I guess she said, obviously, yeah, you don't need anything when you come in as that virtual franchise. You literally don't. You don't need to be a sciencey person. You don't need to have gone off to uni and know this and that. You literally come in and you just share your journey with an amazing product and help people. I guess she pretty much covered sort of how the business grows. I'm not going to really go into that. I guess the only other thing that people might want to know a little bit about is how do we get paid? And, you know, literally like Lynn said, we come in at that low position, but very quickly, if you know you want to get that product at that little bit cheaper, or if you've got a holiday that you've been planning, or a credit card you want to get paid off, or you'll hear a couple more stories about this in a moment. You need change, or you want to be that present mum, or you know you don't no longer want to fill the pockets of somebody else, and you'd like to fill yours, because you know. Life, you do need money to be able to live it and to do those things you want to do, as much as we all sort of say, yeah, we don't sort of care about money, but we do need it to do those things. So we get paid three ways. We get paid with profit, we get paid with commission, and we get paid with bonuses, with an S. All right. And literally, you know, I do like to do it this way so you can see how quickly the business grows. So again, like Lindsay said, we all come in at that low level as a virtual franchise. We know nothing. We're putting a bit of faith in whoever's introduced us to the business. And I didn't know the person that I queried and gave those 100 questions through. I met her on social media. Didn't know her from a bar or soap. So I, you know, being skeptic as I was putting my faith in an absolute stranger on this new journey I was going to take. So like Lynn said, we come in as a virtual franchise, and very quickly whoever's introduced you to that business will help you and guide you on how to share the product, whether you're starting it that day or you've already been on it. Just the excitement, or, you know, just understanding there is such a product. It's just fruit and vegetables. But for a lot of people, you know, with our busy lifestyles, that's impossible to do. So to know there's a product that actually can help that, and people don't know about it. It's still very, very new in Australia, even though it's been around for 25 years. So very quickly, you know, we, you know, get shown how to find those first few customers and maybe share the business with somebody. And we're looking at that first bonus of SDVF. Again, don't worry too much about the titles below. Again, it's something that you can learn, or if you're interested in learning later on, we can go into in further detail. But that first bonus is $400. And here in Australia, we're a part of an amazing business plan. And not only do you get that $400 bonus, but your teacher does. Now, when I say your teacher does, don't forget, in this business, you actually become the teacher. So, yes, you get that business, but then go and share the business and the opportunity, and share with some customers and some family. And very quickly, you've gone and shared it with a few more people, a few more customers, and you've got a little business that's starting to grow. And very quickly, you're looking at SC, and that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. All right, you're still always continuously getting your profit and your commission, but these bonuses are there and designed to help you build a strong business and a big business really soon in your start of the journey, so you can see how easy it is to keep that level of growth going throughout. And our newest SC is Steph. She's already shared her product story, but I'm going to get her to also share her business story. So Steph, can you take yourself off mute again and just share a little bit about the business, why you got started, where you're at, and what you're looking forward to, because there's so much to look forward to in 2017.
Sure. Oh, there goes my voice. Sorry. Okay. So I was taking product for about a month before I decided to take on the business, because I started seeing results quite quickly. So loved the results I was having, thought I need to share this with other people. I need to get my hubby onto it. I need to get family members on it. I know so many people that this can help. And that was the biggest draw card for me of doing the business. And I work part-time anyway, so it wasn't like I needed it to be an income for me. It was more about, if I've got this amazing product, I need to share this and get other people onto it because it's so fantastic. So now I'm about 10 months in. And it's been amazing. Each month the page just keeps going up, and as you sign on more people, you just get that feeling of really helping other people and getting team on board and helping them build up their customers, and they're helping other people. And it's all just that sharing and the community and getting to know all these other people that I would not have normally connected with outside of my little social network. So that's been fantastic. And just looking forward, for us, it's hopefully going to mean saying yes a lot more. So a lot more family holidays, being able to do some work around our house that we want to get done. All of these things that may have been put on the back burner. Now we've got this extra bit of income coming in. So, this business can help us to say yes a lot more. So it's all about opportunity.
Wonderful. Thanks, Steph. Great share. And, just so you know, look, Steph and I met through Mothers Group. So, you never know where this opportunity is going to come up for people. So family, friends, your neighbour, you don't know until people, you either sort of offer them that opportunity or they sort of come to you out of the woodwork sort of thing. And I guess, again, same thing keeps happening now. Steph's now SC. She'll just keep teaching the teach. She's a teacher, but she's also got the bonus because she's achieved that. So she's already introduced the business to about 3 people. She's probably got this bonus a couple of times. And as she keeps growing again, you're looking at the senior SC level. And that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. And I've got Catherine on here tonight, and Catherine's going to share her story. She doesn't know it, but she is. So when you're ready, Catherine, go off mute, and we'd love to hear your story and maybe even a little bit about your product, because you had an amazing product share as well.
Thank you, Jana, and sorry about my voice, guys. I actually have pneumonia at the moment, so I'm sorry if I cough. I started the product back in February because I have 3 boys under 4 and I didn't have any energy. I was falling asleep by lunchtime and it was really crazy. I was on the product about a month and I'd put up just to post how excited I was. I'd lost 17 centimetres off my body in 1 month just by following the program, the food, and I was just doing the daily exercises that were put up. So it was in between 5 to 20 minutes a day. I started out a little bit different because I had such an amazing results and stuff, and people were commenting. Jana suggested that she could do it for me or I could do it myself and earn a little bit extra money. I'd currently had my partner off work for 12 months, injured. So we were, really struggling. We couldn't afford to buy nappies or put food on the table or things like that. And so I just had this moment. It was kind of like a 20 seconds of courage of, why not? Let's just do it and see if this could be for us. It could either help me pay for the products that I was getting anyway, because I was having such amazing results, and I wanted to keep buying them, and I still would be now, or still am. Or it may not have worked, but I'd given it a go. So I started in April, and by December, just gone, I had been able to, it had exceeded all my expectations. Of course, I'd been able to pay for nappies. I'd been able to pay for, things for the boys and I to go out and do more. Groceries weren't a struggle because we were struggling to pay for food every week. So, and that was the hardest part, was having to ask for money all the time. So I don't have to do that anymore. But I'd been able to pay off my personal loan, which that was something that I never thought possible. We have also just been on a family holiday to Tasmania for Christmas and New Year, which we've never been on a family holiday. So that was also amazing. And I've also got 7 weeks before I go to the Gold Coast. as a mum's weekend. So, and things like that would have never been possible if it wasn't for this business. And we're also going on a family holiday in June back to the Gold Coast, and just things like that. And this year's just going to be amazing for us as a family. I've got to meet so many new people. I suffered from a bit of postnatal depression as well, so it's definitely got me out of that rut by being on the products, and just being in a community of just positive people all the time, believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. So I can't thank this business enough, because it actually probably saved my life. So yeah, that's my share. So thank you, Jana.
Awesome. Thanks, Lady. I'll get you to mute yourself, please, if you can. I've got my hands full. Beautiful. So that's SSC. I lose my voice every second week because I just get to talk to so many people all the time, which is amazing. And again, that's where I'm sort of going into that with this now. I'm working at QNMD, and that's a $1,500 bonus, all right, for me and for my teacher. All right, QNMD for me, as you can see, that means I've had one. Well, there's actually one here too, but I've had 5 bonuses. All right, just I didn't go into it at the start, but I have been in the business almost 12 months now, working it around my full-time business, full-time job. So I'm a public servant, so I'm in a government job, and I have been for almost 12 years between the Department of Defence and Department of Human Services, and on promotion to Department of Human Services in January. And yes, I was researching the product for my husband at the time, but I knew very quickly when I started this new job, after returning from maternity leave, so my little one, he was only 11 months when I returned to work, to a new job, new promotion, more stress, no flexibility at all around my family. And for a lot of you'll know what Centrelec's like. So very quickly, once I started this business, I was so lucky. People did see the changes in me, whether it be my health, whether it be my energy. And I had a little bit like Catherine, and I didn't even realise I had, which a lot of mamas don't. So I had a little postnatal depression, anxiety, and I had shut down. I didn't know how to talk to people. You know, Lindsay was my best friend. I didn't know how to have a conversation with her, even my parents. So going back to work was very scary for me, because I'd have to meet new people, learn a new role. I was really awesome at my old role, but that was sort of moving to a different area of Melbourne, and I couldn't do the commuting. So I took this promotion. My health was deteriorating. I wasn't sleeping. I had a baby that wasn't sleeping. My baby clearly knew that I wasn't happy and just wanted me to hold him all night. And I was looking for something for Luke, but really I was probably looking for something for me, and I just didn't know it. So very quickly my business grew because people saw the change in me, and I was able to reduce my hours to part-time. Now, literally, I was only doing this in absolute stolen moments. I was working full-time, went part-time, and I could just see this business for what it could be, and I just kept growing it. And it just kept going, and I was able to resign. So my resignation is in. I get to be a stay-at-home mum in 2 more weeks. Got 2 more weeks left. Jacob starts kinder in 3 weeks, so I get to be that present mum. I get to drop him off. I get to pick him up. I get to share this amazing product, this amazing program, and this lifestyle. Like Catherine mentioned also, I think she did that, looking at going off to the States in April, off to the Gold Coast in June. I'll be doing a trip to Canberra at some stage because my gorgeous girlfriend is going to have a baby, and I need to see the first baby, second baby, I should say. But it's given me all those opportunities that I didn't have before. One being definitely time. I was very, very time poor. So it's giving me that back. I get to be the ruler of my time, how I want to use it. And firstly, it's my children. I've missed out already on so much. I'm definitely making them the first priority. And then I guess second is my husband. And third is helping others just see, you forget how to make goals and how to dream. And this business has really given me that again, the community and the friendships that you make, and to be able to talk on events like this ever, is huge from where I was at the start of last year to where I am this year. So, 12 months backwards, remembering where I was to where I am now, I'm just so excited, and I'm very, very excited what 2017 can be. I love sharing this amazing product. It literally is just fruit and vegetables. And we get to learn about it. We hear the science. We see, we've got doctors, we've got nutritionists, we've got so many people backing us and helping us learn more every day, but we don't have to be experts. If that's something that you're into, well, then you follow that bit. But that's literally where I'm at. And, I love our team, and I love, the sideline buddies that we make. It's just friendship after friendship. It's just remembering everyone's names, which gets a little bit hard sometimes. And then obviously, again, where Lindsay mentioned the top level, which is NMD level, is a $3,000 bonus. By this stage, your teacher's earning too much money, or plenty of money anyway, and they don't get it. Just you get it. And there's actually another sort of 40 to 50,000 other bonuses on the on available after there too, as your business keeps growing. And literally by this stage, your business could be looking at around $80,000 to $100,000. All right, and it's just that simple. It's just, a product that makes sense, a program that's truly amazing, non-deprivation, super fun. And like Chelsea so wonderfully said, you've just got that support. You've got someone motivating you and giving you that kick in the butt when you need it, and it's fun, and you get to meet amazing people like they did tonight. Thank you so much, girls, for your launching tonight. Chelsea and Vanessa, you're amazing. Thank you, everybody that hopped on and supported them. If we did not answer your questions, please make sure you reach out to the girls and get those answered. And thank you to everybody that shared tonight. And hopefully we might see you again soon. So good night all. I'm going to take you all off mute so you can say goodbye.